The term industry plant is often thrown around in the entertainment world, usually referring to a musical artist who appears to rise organically but is, in reality, backed by significant industry support and resources. While the sports card hobby might seem immune to such schemes, the rapid ascent of one individual has raised some questions for me. Anthony Alvarenga, an entrepreneur and forex trader, better known as Mamba Cards on social media, has recently drawn scrutiny and discussion in this context. His sudden prominence and rise within the hobby, extensive reach, and seemingly limitless access to high-value product and influential figures are many of the reasons I feel this way. Without any previous connections within the sports card hobby, Anthony Alvarenga has led me to speculate whether he is, in essence, a sports card industry plant. Anthony Alvarenga's presence in the sports card world exploded in a relatively short period. Alvarenga has two YouTube channels, his Mamba Cards page and his Mamba FX trading page, which has garnered him just under 500k subscribers. However, unlike many collectors who had built their reputation over years of consistent engagement, trading, and breaking, Mamba Cards seem to emerge almost fully formed, already operating at a high level. Alvarenga uploaded his first YouTube video on May 23rd, gaining 4,500 views, and it would not take long until he reached 10k views on his third video. This rapid climb, while not impossible, is certainly uncommon, especially in the sports card hobby. His social media following surged, his YouTube channel gained significant traction, and he quickly established himself as a major player in the breaking community, spending hundreds of thousands of dollars. This swift trajectory begs the question, how did this level of influence and access materialize so quickly, especially with no prior relations in the hobby? A key indicator for many who suspect Mamba Cards of being an industry plant is his consistent and seemingly effortless access to highly sought after and expensive sports card products. Now, for his credit, Alvarenga has a supposed net worth of $20 million, so it is not entirely out of the question that he can afford these high-dollar products. From sealed cases of newly released limited edition sets to vintage grails, Mamba Cards frequently showcases and opens product that is either extremely difficult to acquire or comes with a hefty price tag. For the average collector or small-time breaker, securing such inventory is a constant struggle, often involving deep connections, significant capital, or a stroke of luck. Mamba Cards' consistent supply, however, suggests a more direct and perhaps privileged pipeline to distributors or even manufacturers. This consistent access not only fuels his content, but also allows him to lead breaks with highly desirable cards, further solidifying his position and drawing in more participants. Another facet of the Mamba Cards phenomenon that points toward potential industry backing is the caliber of his connections and collaborations. He is frequently seen interacting with prominent figures within the sports card industry, including other major breakers, content creators with established platforms, and even individuals connected to card grading companies or auction houses. While networking is a natural part of the industry, the sheer number and influence of his collaborators, often early in his public career, raises eyebrows. These connections can provide significant advantages, from cross-promotion and audience exposure to preferential access to resources and information. For some, it suggests that doors were opened for him, rather than him having to kick them down himself. The overall presentation and marketing of Mamba Cards has led credence to the industry plant theory. His content, branding, and online presence often exude a level of professionalism and polish that is typically the result of dedicated resources and strategic planning, beyond what a single individual operating independently might achieve. From high-quality video production to consistent branding across platforms, Mamba Cards maintains a cohesive and appealing image. This level of curated content can be indicative of a team working behind the scenes, potentially funded by entities with a vested interest in promoting a new face or brand within the hobby. If Mamba Cards is indeed an industry plant, the motivations behind such a move would be complex, but potentially beneficial for various stakeholders. For card manufacturers and distributors, fostering a new, influential personality can drive demand for products, especially among newer collectors. For grading companies or auction houses, a popular figure who consistently highlights their services could lead to increased submissions and transactions. Even for established figures in the hobby, collaborating with a perceived plant could be mutually beneficial, expanding their own reach and influence. The sports card market is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and like any other, it stands to benefit from strategic growth and new avenues of engagement. While there is no definitive proof to unequivocally label Mamba cards as an industry plant, the circumstantial evidence is compelling enough to warrant discussion. His rapid rise, consistent access to high-value product, influential connections, and professional presentation all align with the characteristics often attributed to such a phenomenon in other industries. Whether his success is purely organic or strategically cultivated, Anthony Alvarenga has undoubtedly become a significant force in the sports card hobby. The ongoing conversation surrounding his origins, however, serves as a reminder for collectors to critically evaluate the narratives and personalities that shape the ever-evolving landscape of the sports card market.